Hey guys, welcome back. I've got a day off, so I'm just going to answer the question that you asked me the most. How do I find a football team in Thailand? So at the moment, got a day off from football. We just got back from an away game, the last league game in the season. We finished 4th, and then this weekend we've got the FA Cup final, which is going to be massive in Kuala Lumpur. I'll put up the time and the date of when that is so you can watch it if you're not in Malaysia. Wow, it's hot. So on a day off, I like to make a barbie and then go down to the local market and cook up some fresh seafood. They get seafood straight from the jetty every day. And then also bought this bad boy, 18 ringgit, which is like $4 for this thing, a machete. Got these coconuts, which are like 50 cents, 75 cents. Crack them open and rehydrate, so I buy like 10 at a time. But anyway, back to the question, how do I find a team in Thailand? The first thing which I tell people is you need to contact everyone and everywhere. So if you've got friends in Thailand, you contact them, you ask them if they know a football team, if they're playing for a team, can they link you up with some agents, link you up with some other players. That should work, but if it doesn't, if you get no leads, then you can come to Thailand and try and find a team yourself. If you're starting out, if you don't have a good CV, then you'll probably have to start off with a 4th division team, and it's still very, very competitive to find a team. Like as you saw in my last video, the Saturn FC, they had 3 Brazilian guys, big guys, and a lot of people want to find teams. So you've got a lot of competition. Many Ghanaian players, Nigerian players coming here to find teams. So yeah, Bangkok is the main place where people want to go, but if not, there's always places in Thailand, in far remote places where you have to catch a bus to get to, maybe 6-8 hours, maybe even longer, and they have football teams out there. Now the money to start off with, it won't be good, maybe under $1,000 a month, but it's more than enough to survive. A lot of local players, they're only getting maybe 10,000 baht a month, which is like $500-600, which is nothing at all. And anyway, when you're here, you don't need much. You can eat local food, it's cheap, $1 or $2, so you don't spend much. And it's a great experience. Like I said before, if you don't have any leads, then you can actually go up to the training sessions, especially for 4th division. I'm sure if you go to the coach after the training, tell him about yourself. If you've come a long way, I'm sure he'll want to test you. If you look fit, make sure you're very fit before you come. Like Boss said in the previous interview, if you come to Thailand, it is not like Europe. It is not like South Korea. It is not like Japan. Here it is very hot, it's very humid. After 20 minutes, you'll be sweating like a pig. You'll be cramping up after a training session. Your body will be sore. So make sure you're training in a hot environment before you come over. So let's just say you're coming from Europe. Train during the middle of the day. Train for a couple hours and you'll see what it's like. Let me just change this around. Now, it might be a bit nerve-wracking going to a team and asking the coach, can I have a trial? But let me tell you now, if you don't have the balls to do that, then you're not ready for professional football. You need to be tough. Because if you really want it, you'll do it. When I first went to Germany, I'm waving this at you, but when I first went to Germany, I went up to Magdeburg FC. Now they have a massive stadium. They're playing now in the 3rd Bundesliga. Went to the coach after and spoke to him. and I got a trial that way. So you never know what will happen, so always give it a go. That's what I say. If you feel uncomfortable, you need to push yourself. Don't be too scared and then you'll regret it later on. If you're coming to Thailand, you're spending all that money to fly out here, why not go up to a few teams and see if you can get a trial that way. Now, just because you don't sign with a team straight away, you might have to go to many different teams, but at least if you don't get signed, but if you get some trainings in, you'll see what the level is like, and then you can train back home if you go back and try and increase your level and then come back in the future. And I'll repeat again, if you are testing in Thailand and the coach asks you what position you are either a centre back, a central midfielder, or a number 10 or striker. If you're a winger, then yes, possibly, if you're scoring a lot of goals, well, you might get a chance, but these are the main position that they look for, and they're looking for, it sucks if you're a small statured person, if you're not very tall, if you're not very big, but they're looking for tall players normally and strong players that can hold up the ball, because Thai players, they're small, they're quick, and normally they don't sign players like that. Some coaches may, it depends on their philosophy, but a lot are looking for big boys. I think Thailand is the best place to go trial because in the 4th division there's so many teams, there's so many different regions. I think there's 6 regions, maybe 12 teams, possibly like 50 to 60 teams, so times that by 4 foreigners, you're looking at 250 foreigners in the 4th division. So there's a good chance to get a trial, and if you're good enough, then sign. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Contact everyone and everywhere that you can. Facebook, Twitter, ring people up, try and get contacts of the club, the coaches, find them on Facebook, do whatever you can to try and find a trial. If that doesn't work, come here to Thailand, and the best time to come is before the season starts, so that's like in November or December, and the season normally starts in January or February, sometimes March, so normally teams start pre-season in December. Yeah guys, I hope I answered all your questions. Many of you asked me that question. I hope it clears everything up. If you've got any more questions, then leave it in the comments below. And until next time, have a good one.